Hello everybody, my name is Hayden Battlesteel, and today we're going to be reviewing and building the brand new LEGO Star Wars 2023, the TIE Bomber LEGO set. And we're going to be seeing if it's worth the money or not. Personally, I like how it looks so far, and I think it's going to be worth it. But anyways, right before we get into the video, please like and subscribe because it helps me out, gets my content out there more. It motivates me to make more videos just like this. And if you're interested in other LEGO videos, I have a few Minecraft videos posted on my channel as well. But come on, let's dive right into the video. Alright, so right off the bat, we can see that's the TIE Bomber on the front. It comes with 4 minifigures, technically 3 in a build. But we get the new minifigure, which is Vice Admiral Sloane. We get Darth Vader with the new arm printing. We get TIE Bomber Pilot, which is just probably the standard one that we've seen before in previous sets. And then we get the Gonk Droid, which is pretty cool. It's got the Imperial logo on the side. And then flipping it over on the back, we can just see how the TIE Bomber is built. We have a small cockpit here for the pilot. We have stud shooters, some sort of like bombing section here, and the Gonk Droid, a little cart for the missiles, and the people themselves. So, yeah, let's just open this thing up and get to building. Just taking a look at the instructions themselves, we can see that they have like the new sort of 3D type of instructions that they're going for now. Instead of the box art on the front. And on the inside, we can just see we have Darth Vader roaming on the bottom, showing you how much you've completed the set so far. But otherwise, that's about it, that shows the set at the end, but that's the instructions for you. Alright, so after bag number 1, we have this sort of structure here, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be the cockpit, and then over here is going to be the second bombing section, and I'm pretty sure this is where the bombs are actually going to drop. There's this 4-leaf type of diamond-shaped square, whatever you want to call it, back over here. And yeah, this is bag number 1, what we've got done so far. Prior where I threw the build here, I built these 2 turbine engines, and they look just so clean, so amazing. And they just snap right on here to the back of the TIE Bomber. And oh boy, these things look amazing and so nice. Alright, and after bag 2 here, looks like the ship is pretty well fleshed out. You can see it's nice and solid, rounded out really nicely, tiled off here around the sides and in the back. But it just needs to finish up the front of the ship here and then the wings. So that's going to be the next 2 bags, bags 3 and 4. But yeah, let's continue building. After bag 3, we have the TIE Bomber almost complete built. We just need the 2 extra wing sections on both sides of the bomber. And also the missiles loaded up on top. Otherwise, the bomber is basically completed. We just need to finish up those last few details and we will be good to go. Alright, right now I have 7 minutes left until I have to leave. So I need to build bag 4 all in 7 minutes. So let's see if I can do it. This is going to be a challenge for sure, but I bet you we can. I wasn't able to finish in time, but I made it in the end another day. And before I show you the main build, let me just show you guys all the minifigures and what they have to offer. The first minifigure that we have is the TIE Fighter Pilot. And as you can see, it's a decent minifigure. You probably have a few of these laying around from your different TIE Fighter sets in the past. But just another TIE Fighter Pilot here. Nothing too special about him. But it looks pretty good overall. And if you take off of his helmet, you can see that he has the standard trooper face underneath with the sort of serious face. And just doing a little comparison to the last TIE Fighter Pilot that we got in the previous TIE Fighter set, we can see that the helmet markings are slightly different, as in on the older one, it has these lines that run on the edges of the helmet on the front. And on the newer Stormtrooper, or TIE Fighter Pilot, we can see that it has like the markings above the breathing ports. The backs are slightly different as well, where the new minifigure has more detail, like the Stormtrooper would on the back, where the other one is just a plain jumpsuit. But that's about it for the differences between these 2 minifigures. Up next, we have the Gonk Droid, and this is a nice little build. Different than the last Gonk Droid that we've had in previous sets. But on the side, we have the Imperial logo. On the back, we have some of the Star Wars text. Try to make that out and let me know down below in the comments what it says, if you know what it says and if you can decipher it. And on the side, we just have another Imperial logo, and on the front, it's just a bar for the eyes. Up next, we have the Vice Admiral Sloane minifigure, and this might be the reason why you're getting this LEGO set, because this minifigure only comes in this LEGO set, and it might be worth value to your collection or to your wallet one day. Anyways, just looking at the minifigure, we can see that she just has on a regular Imperial officer jumpsuit, and then the hairpiece and the gun are same as other sets, and then the face is a new print. But overall, good minifigure. And then we have Darth Vader. And this really might be the reason why you want to get this LEGO set if you do not have a Darth Vader so far. And now this Darth Vader is really cool. Compared to last Darth Vader's, there's more printing on it, especially on the arms, as you can see here on the side, and on the legs. And on the back, we have a new type of cape, which is not really new, but it's a cloth cape. And on the back, we can just see some more printing, which is good. and more arm printing there on the side. Otherwise, the figure looks pretty good. Pop off the helmet, and on the inside, you can see Darth Vader's head. He looks kind of old. He has a sort of serious and, I guess, angry face on. And yeah, that's about it. Comparing the new Darth Vader on the left to one of the older Darth Vaders on the right, we can see that the printing is slightly different on the body. On the left Darth Vader, we can see that the control panel is different in the middle of his torso, and on the right, it's different as well. The belt is also different, and the printing on the legs is also different as well. Flipping over to the back, the capes are different. The older Darth Vader has more of a paper cape, where the new Darth Vader is more of a cloth cape. And then, turning the figures more, the new Darth Vader has arm printing, whereas the older Darth Vader does not have arm printing. Popping off the helmets, on the inside you can see that the newer Darth Vader has an older and serious face, whereas in the older Darth Vader, we can see that his headpiece actually is more of a grinning face. So the newer Darth Vader is more of a old and senile face, where the older Darth Vader is more lighthearted, more happy of a face. So just depending on which Darth Vader you like, the headpieces are different ever so slightly. And on the back, the scars in the back of Darth Vader's head, it's more prominent and more colorful on the older Darth Vader, whereas the new one is more subtle. That's about it for the differences between these two Darth Vaders. The 4 minifigures that come in this set are really good, and they help fill out the roster pretty darn well. We have the pilot, which is good for the TIE Bomber, because obviously it needs a pilot. Darth Vader, which is a good addition to anyone's collection if they do not have it. Then we have the Gong Droid, which is a nice little build, but I prefer that we had a Stormtrooper instead, which we don't, but it's fine. And then the new Admiral Sloane minifigure. And here we can now finally see the TIE Bomber in all of its glory. On the left, you can see that it has the cockpit, and on the right, you can see that it has the bombing chamber. In the middle, we have the 2 stud shooters, and on the side, we have its 2 wings. Now, if we look over here on the left side of the TIE Bomber, you can see that the cockpit, you actually cannot see through it. It's not translucent like previous TIE fighters. But if you open it up, it reveals that the TIE Bomber is inside there. He just slides right on in. It's a little bit cramped, but it does work out. Closing the lid back down, we'll move over to the right side of this ship here. And you can see it has stud shooters in the middle that just pop out as so. Nothing too fancy, but they do shoot pretty far, which is nice. And then we have the TIE Bomber, I guess, side of the ship here, the actual bombing section, with some pokey thingy at the front. I'm not sure what that's for, but it looks pretty cool. And here on the side, we have the wings. They look pretty good. A lot of studs are showing, but it still looks nice overall. And on the back, it's really nice and tiled off. Looks really nice and smooth. We can see that have the 2 engines, which are not tiled and blocky at all. They look amazingly smooth and clean. And now, on the other side, you can just see the rest of the ship. On the top, we have the bombing ports right here. So if you just push on those flick missiles, which is all that they are, they will fall out and they will deploy the bombs on whatever you're trying to drop them to. So that's a pretty cool play feature there. The top doesn't look too amazing, but the play feature is a lot of fun. Now, turning it around a bit more, you can see more of it, how it's all tiled off. And flipping it over on the bottom, it has this one little thing on the bottom. I'm not quite sure what this is. It could be a landing gear or some sort of, like, moving device. I'm not quite sure, but let me know down below in the comments if you do know what that piece is. But otherwise, this is a TIE Bomber, and it looks amazing overall. Now, comparing the TIE Bomber to the most previous and most current TIE Fighter, we can see that the TIE Fighter has a translucent window where you can see the pilot inside, whereas on the left here, we can see that the TIE Bomber does not have that translucent window. The TIE Bomber has stud shooters, whereas the TIE Fighter has spring-loaded shooters, and if we flip them around to the back, we can see that the 2 fighters here have the same type of engines, but the TIE Fighter has a more blocky build to it, whereas the TIE Bomber is a lot more smooth and looks a lot more nice overall. So although I love the old TIE Fighter, the new TIE Bomber looks honestly amazing in that way. And the sides, they both have that stud showing type of design here. And we can see that they both have that detailing with the plates on the side. But the TIE Fighter, I guess, has more detail, whereas the TIE Bomber does not have as much detail. Another noteworthy mention for this set is this little tiny industrial cart that you get with the set, which holds 2 extra missiles. And you can just kind of drive around. It's got a little place for a character with a handlebar, some lights on the front. Nothing too crazy, but just a little extra build, just to give you a little bit more to play with. But all in all, that is the LEGO TIE Bomber, and I think it's amazing. It comes with great minifigures, and it comes at a decent price for around $60 to $65, but it's a great price for an amazing set of the TIE Bombers. It's so cool, and if you guys love Star Wars, you're definitely going to want to pick this set up. Any true Star Wars fan would, and you also get some pretty good minifigures as well, like this new Darth Vader, and an exclusive officer minifigure being Vice Admiral Sloane. And then also you get the TIE Pilot, which is inside, and the Gong Droid. So all in all, I think it's worth it. You let me know down below in the comments if you think the set is worth it, and if you're going to get it or not. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out. God loves you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.